guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope that everyone had a wonderful 4th of July weekend. If you did have a long weekend, I wish mine had been better. I actually ended up getting a stomach bug on Sunday and I was violently ill that whole night, so Monday left me feeling a little bit blah. So I am feeling better today, but my stomach does still feel kind of strange. So I'm not going to go into depth with this video. I didn't want to do it when I'm kind of feeling blah, because that's just no fun, and I don't really feel fully like myself yet. I still feel sick and kind of strange, so I hope you guys can bear with me. But I realized that I did not do a book haul for the month of June. It was just a really busy month editing the Order of Omega and getting those arcs out to the early reviewers. So I guess I just kind of forgot to film a book haul, even though I did buy books in June. So I figured I would just save them for my July book haul, and that's going to be the first video of this month, my July book haul. So here we go. The first book that I picked up is Falling Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. And actually, you can kind of tell by the bent cover here that I actually already read this book. My sister and I actually picked it up when I went to visit her in Arizona in May. We picked this book up and we sat by the pool and finished it very, very quickly. So the reason I wanted to show this one is because I bought the second book, which is Rebel Spring by Morgan Rhodes. So I really love this first book. I'm excited to read this next one. And I can't remember how many books are in this series. Yeah, this says it's book 2. I feel like there might be 4, 5 or 6 books, possibly. Don't take my word for that though. But anyways, these are very fantastical type books, so they're obviously high fantasy. And some people do compare these to Game of Thrones. I don't know if I'd so much compare it to Game of Thrones, but it is you have a lot of different viewpoints and a lot of different countries or regions, and they're all kind of fighting over the thrones. So I guess in that sense it is kind of like Game of Thrones. But I really do like Morgan Rhodes' style of writing, and I got through the first book so fast, like I said, so I really wanted to pick up the second one, which is why I did. So I'm probably going to read this next. Right now I'm reading The Rose Society by Marie Lu. I'm like 30 pages away from being finished with it, so I'm probably going to finish that tonight, and then most likely I will pick up Rebel Spring and work on reading this one. The next book I picked up is Heir by Sarah J. Maas, and I must say, I read Throne of Glass, which is book 1, and I had a little bit of a difficult time getting through it. I'm not really sure why. I don't know if the writing style was just kind of different for me or really what it was, but I had a tough time getting through it until about like little more than halfway through. Then things got really interesting and I was like, oh, this is a really good book. So then I read Crown of Midnight, which is book 2, and I literally could not put that book down. I just finished it I think about a week ago. It was so good. I can't. It was so good. So this is a pretty hefty novel here, but I am now a huge Sarah J. Maas fan. I love her writing, and book 2 really hooked me. So I've heard book 3 that they just keep getting better and better. So I'm so excited to just see how her writing style develops, and also just to see where the story goes and where the characters go. So I'm really looking forward to reading Heir of Fire. I'm stuck because I want to read Rebel Spring, but I also really want to read this one next. So I have 2 books that I want to read after I finish The Rose Society. So I might have to flip a coin because I don't know which one I want to read. And going along with our Sarah J. Maas theme here, I bought A Court of Thorns and Roses by the lovely Sarah J. Maas, like I just said. I've heard that A Court of Thorns and Roses, I think it's A Court of Mist and Fury, I think is the second book, unless I have them flip-flop. I think this is the first one though. But I've heard this is also really, really good, so that's why I wanted to pick it up and read it. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one too. The next book I picked up is Days of Blood and Starlight by, I always say Laini Taylor, and I think her name is Laini. So I'm so sorry because I know I'm saying her name wrong. It's a beautiful name, I just never say it correctly. I say Laini, but I'm pretty sure it's Laini Taylor. But I read Daughter of Smoke and Bone maybe like 6 months ago, maybe sooner than that. I really can't remember. And I loved the writing style. It was so lyrical and so poetic and just beautiful writing. Like, I can't even tell you guys, I can't even put it into words how beautiful her writing is. But I read the first book and then I just didn't go pick up the second one. I don't know why I didn't do that. So the next one is Dreams of Gods and Monsters is the next book. So this is another one I really want to read, and you can kind of tell I'm sort of on a fantasy binge here. I kind of went from a sci-fi binge to some contemporary, and now I'm totally on this fantasy streak. I don't really know what happened, but maybe because Game of Thrones just ended, I'm really sad and I need to fill the void with fantasy books. So I'm really excited to read this one. The next book I have is The Winter's Curse by Marie Rutkoski. This one I actually don't know what it's about. I've also heard really good things. Obviously there's a girl with a sword, so we're kind of getting into the whole fantasy thing. But I think this one has some romantical type elements in it. So I'm really looking forward to this one too. And the final book that I picked up for my July book haul is The Crown's Game by Evelyn Skye. And this one I am really, really looking forward to reading. It's set in Russia, and I know that there are a lot of magical elements in it. There's enchanters and there's a Tsar, and then they initiate something called the Crown's Game, which is a duel of magical skill. So I just heard that this book really, it's super captivating, and it kind of transports you into that world, and that's exactly what I'm looking to read. So this one I think is going to be really good, and I'm really excited to read it. I've said that about every book in my book haul, that I'm really excited to read it, but that's because it's true. I've really gotten back into my good reading habits ever since I set that goal for myself, for my bi-monthly goals, to read 30 minutes each night. I've actually found that I've been reading for like an hour to 2 hours every day. So I'm really making time for it, and I've realized that once you start reading and you continue to read, just reading 30 minutes, you want to read more and you get so drawn into the story. I feel like when you put a book down for too long, you kind of forget what's happened and you have to refresh yourself, and that's work, and that's not fun. So I found that if you're just really good about reading every single day, you don't have to go back and refresh yourself as to what happened previously. So that's been really helpful. So I'm definitely on a reading binge, I think too, because it's summer and it's just so hot outside. I just kind of want to curl up inside in the air conditioning with a good book. So that concludes my July book haul. If you guys have read any of these books, I would love for you to comment down below and tell me what you thought of them. And I do give ratings and reviews on Goodreads, so I'll put that link down below. If you're not, you can add me as a friend, or you can follow me as an author, whatever's easiest for you, but I normally do post my reviews and my ratings on Goodreads for the books that I'm reading, so we can connect that way. I will be in Las Vegas this weekend at LeviosaCon, and I'm very excited for that event. So if you are going to be in Henderson, Nevada, and you are going to that conference, I would love for you to stop by my table because I would love to meet you. I'm really, really looking forward to just having a whole weekend of young adult fandom and Harry Potter fandom. I think it's going to be really fun. I have almost shipped out all of the ARCs for the Order of Omega. There's just 5 more that I need to ship out. I'm just waiting for them to come to my house, and then I can package them up and ship them to you guys. So if you did request an ARC, you should have gotten an email from me with the tracking number. I already have some people that have started reading the Order of Omega, and they've been emailing me with some really great comments saying that they're really enjoying the book and that they're loving it so far. So that's always great news for me to hear, because I'm really excited for the second book and I can't wait for it to be released on November 8th, 2016. So mark your calendars. It's also available for pre-order right now on Amazon. So if you want, I'll leave the links down below, but you can go check that out as well. All right, and since it is July, I can officially pick out of this lovely hat here the winner for the person who subscribed to my YouTube channel for the month of June. I just want to say thank you guys for subscribing. I look at my numbers and they keep going up, so I can't imagine why anyone would want to listen to me talk, but apparently there are quite a few of you out there who do. So at this rate, I have almost, I think, like 200 to 220 new subscribers each month, so that's really cool. But that also does mean that your chances of winning are still really good. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would love for you to do that. And if you do, in case you're new to my channel or just stopping by, I do pick a winner each month and I send them some bookish goodies. So if you do subscribe, then you get a chance to win either a signed copy of the Alpha Drive or just a mug or a book pillow. So many books, so little time. Bookmarks, you know, just fun stuff like that. So the winner for the month of June is This hat is so awkward. Well, that's good. Let's drop half of them. Let's try that again. Got it. Oh, I'm gonna say this wrong. Lourdes C83. You probably can't read that, but I'll put it up on the screen. So congratulations, thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you want to reach out to me via email at authorkristenmartin@gmail.com, which will also be linked down below, you can reach out to me and then I can get your mailing address and ship you some bookish goodies. If you like the content today, please thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. My debut novel, The Alpha Drive, is still available for purchase in paperback, ebook, and hardcover on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and the Book Depository, so I'd love for you to check it out. The sequel, The Order of Omega, is available for pre-order right now on Amazon, and it will be released Tuesday, November 8th, 2016. All the links are listed below. If you have any questions or anything you'd like for me to talk about in my next videos, feel free to tweet at me at authorkristenm, or you can leave a comment down below. You can also ask me a question or leave a comment anonymously on my Ask Me Anything page on Tumblr. Again, that will be linked down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to win bookish goodies every month. I post new videos on Tuesdays. I will see you guys next time. Bye! Hi! You give me kisses. Your breath smells. Stinky breath. Your stinky breath. Oh, I get kisses from all my girls. Yes. You're so sweet. Don't you eat that piece of paper. I saw that. I saw that. Bye. Bye.